Well, first of all, did you get your car back?
The car was
Yep.
on loan from us from another owner.
Oh, okay.
So it was not ours, but yes, so maybe just kind of talk through the timeline. So we arrived at the supercharger around midnight.
Okay.
Plugged it in. Nothing was happening. While we were doing that, we were kind of celebrating with some other Denver Tesla Club owners. Decided to leave it there overnight. I went back there the next morning to meet the owner,
Okay.
because the tow truck was coming, to try and jump it, or we eventually determined that it was just the 12 volt was completely dead, so it wouldn't have charged the supercharger anyway.
Because that was running the lights and everything else inside, and then when you plugged in, it was pulling off some 12 volt, but not enough to charge
Right.
the battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, not enough to make those connectors pop so that it could take the
I used to
high
have
charge.
Nissan Leaf, and when that 12 volt battery went out, forget it, you couldn't do anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I could imagine. So tow truck picked up the Model 3, drove to the service center. That was a Sunday. They weren't open.
Okay.
Following day, which was yesterday, they got it right in. It was really great. I mean, the service center here was fantastic, and by the end of the day, it was ready to be picked up.
So in retrospect, could you have put a 12 volt charger on it
Probably.
out there, and then it would have accepted?
Well, the
Or
tow
they
truck
changed
did
the
try
battery?
and charge it,
Yeah.
but it was just so far gone
Okay.
that the service center replaced it completely.
Oh, okay.
And that's what got it to charge once they replaced the 12 volt. So, you're watching the video and you have that happen, try the 12 volt battery, replace
Yeah.
Anything you've learned that you want to tell people about? Well, I guess you've both owned Teslas for quite a while,
it.
but things you learned from the strip.
Well, I mean, the one obvious one is if you drive really, really slowly, you can
Oh,
drive
yeah.
You can go
a
a long
long
ways.
way.
You can, I pretty much double.
You
Yeah.
can go a long way. But the other thing that I think is really the hallmark takeaway from the experience is the Model 3 is just a phenomenal car.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as we were kind of talking about before we hit record, you really have to get inside of it and drive it for a while to really understand how much thought was put into not only the exterior design and the efficiency of that, but the interior design as well. The HVAC system is phenomenal. The head clearance, the headroom in there as a taller guy. I'm 6'1", and I have no issues with headroom in the Model 3. So I mean that's spectacular, even though
Maybe
it's
the
small,
metal
but-
roof you might not have as much headroom.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But the one thing that blows me away is the 15-inch touchscreen,
Yeah.
and how they put so much intuitive software into that 15-inch. It's the only screen that they have, and yet it tells me everything I need to. And for the things that it doesn't on the main screen, it's pretty intuitive to get access to that. Now, could they make improvements? Absolutely, but
Yeah.
for first at that, I think it's pretty freaking awesome.
And plus, they're going to be upgrades anyway. I mean, I've only been with mine for 1 hour,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I pretty much know what to look for. But it's still, you got to get in there, especially when I was adjusting the mirrors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once you get it down, you do it. With it for a day or two, then you understand it.
Yeah.
And then getting in another car is going to be totally different.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I
That's
mean,
gonna be the
after
hard thing.
this, literally after this, I drove my Model S on, Sunday, and I put everything in autopilot, doing just fine on the highway, went to take it out of autopilot. I took the stalk on the right, bumped it up, kind of like the Model
Oh,
3,
okay.
and all of a sudden I get a message
Neutral.
saying, your car's in neutral, and I'm like, oh my god. And I ended up doing it twice on Sunday and once yesterday. But now I'm good. I got 32 hours.
Yeah, I know. Muscle memory.
You build the
exactly.
habit.
Yeah.
Yep. So it was cool to see in retrospect, we weren't with it all that long. I had already gotten everything down on where it goes.
So neither of you have a Model 3?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I did, but I actually sold it and to one of my dealers.
Okay, so you really haven't used it that much, so it was kind of
No.
new for you. Okay.
Yeah, I've driven a select handful every now and then, but yeah.
I did do a hypermile attempt in this same car a couple of weeks prior, so did spend a little bit more time with it.
You must like this guy that's renting you his car.
She's super cool.
She's awesome.
She's a former coworker, and I remember we worked at the same company when she went to the store here in Denver to stand in line and put a reservation in. I didn't do that actually, but I remember her coming back with a hat. We were talking about it. And, there's a bunch of
That's
excitement,
cool.
so it's cool to kind of see it come full circle and she get her car and be able to kind of be brought into the Tesla fold.
Yeah.
Amazing story.
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet. It was a lot of fun, and maybe in the future we'll do some other crazy stuff.
Mhm.
I'm trying to see maybe somebody going on a racetrack going as fast as they can, how many miles they get out of it.
Yeah, we had actually
That's-
talked
that's
about
the other
that.
side.
Like, it'd be cool if we could do that same track as fast as we could and see like
Close down the streets.
yeah, and see like how long it would take to join everything. But with all the business and hotels, it really wouldn't be that economical. But we tried actually to get a racetrack first.
Okay.
And the racetracks that we had reached out to, which were basically all in Denver metro area, all of them, one, they either weren't interested.
Really?
Some racetracks have problems with electric vehicles because they think they could burst into flames. The big racetrack that we were really hoping for, it was astronomically expensive to rent. And they didn't really want us on there 24 hours at a time.
Yeah.
They
Let
wanted
alone
us
32.
Yeah, they wanted us to basically chop it up into days and be on there from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah, but that's not going to give you anything.
Yeah,
You know-
and so it would have had to have been so long between the drive where that we would have had Phantom Drain. It just, with the added cost too, it just wasn't really feasible.
You know, in California, there's a couple of private tracks
Mm-hmm.
that I wonder if you could talk to.
Yeah,
You know, it's I know there's one in the Palm Springs area, and I think there's one up in Northern California.
Yeah.
And people actually buy houses on the track. You know, it's
Oh,
like
wow.
people buying a house at an airport,
Uh-huh.
so they can drive their plane in. People are doing that with the tracks now.
Oh, wow.
Or a
Interesting.
condo.
Interesting.
Yeah. So those things you might look at.
Yeah.
Like a golf course amenity.
Yeah,
it
right,
It says
same thing.
like a racetrack amenity.
Yeah.
I mean, some
that's a
people
pretty
really
awesome
do.
amenity.
The,
Yeah.
the sound of a LaFerrari, zipping by
Yeah,
your
generally
house.
they're gonna have pretty nice cars if they're gonna buy a second
Right.
house on the track.
Yeah,
You know, you have a house at the beach or a house in the mountains, so you got one on the track.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then the other one, in California, there's a small track out in, I think it's near Inyokern. It's a little, I don't know exactly what the track is, but it's like next to a junkyard.
Okay.
And there's the old Honda testing grounds over in California too. I
Yeah.
don't know if you ever want to do it again, but
I don't know. I mean, it's crossed my mind, and same with like my Model S. Haven't done it in the Model S yet, so I mean, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Yep. To be continued.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
there you
full of
go.
surprises.
okay. Thanks for
Awesome.
the interview.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time.
Yep, definitely.
Let's see. Where's that one? Saving.
Boom.
It'd take an hour to save it.